Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Scams. This is the artist known as Andrew speaking. It's Saturday night, and we are live streaming. Woo, woo. Hope everybody had a happy 4th of July. Everybody stayed safe and stayed sane.
Yeah,
That's an important thing.
Didn't have a fifth on the 4th.
That's good. That's good. And, of course, I'm joined by my good friends, Roger and his beautiful wife, Mr. and Mrs. SWS. Hello, hello. And then, of course, sneaking in the back is Glenn. Hello, Mr. Glenn. How are you?
Doing good.
I tell you what, I am so tired. I got to my store on time today and was busy the entire day. It never slowed down. And to the point where on my way into the store, I always pick up Whataburger for breakfast. I never even touched it. And the worst part is I left it at the store. So my cinnamon bun and my breakfast burger sandwich are sitting in the store right now, and I can't eat them. So,
well, Monday will be nice and moldy on Monday, and it'll be good.
Well, I'm going back tomorrow, so I'll be there tomorrow morning. So
won't be too bad.
But I'll have a fresh one tomorrow morning. But
the cinnamon bun should be okay.
Well, it'll be hard, but I can sprinkle a little water on it and nuke it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was so busy. I had so many people in the store, even all the way up until the very end, that I grabbed the things I was supposed to grab, but then forgot stuff I should not have forgotten, like my sales drive, which has all my records, which means usually when I come home, after I'm done with the live stream, I spend a few hours, updating my inventory and getting everything straight. And tonight, I can't do that because I don't have my drive, which means I told my wife, I said, after the live stream, I'm just going to go to bed. I can't do anything else.
That's too early for me.
Yeah, I know. Well, hey, everybody, if you get an opportunity, go ahead and hit the like button. Share and hit the like, whatever that is. We always forget to say that right away, but thumbs up. Yeah. Oh. So how are you doing, Mr. Glenn?
I'm doing pretty good. I just sent Roger a text. I don't know if you know what's going on, but my PCH scammer wanted me to wrap the $1,900 in Christmas paper, put it in a box and wrap it with white paper and send it off to his money mule in Florida.
Okay.
Today.
Where in Florida?
Well, I think I told you Port St.
Port St. Lucie? Yeah. Okay.
I told him it was Port St. Lucie. And he's been trying to call me today because he hasn't been able to get a hold of me because apparently I'm not home. I'm not answering my phone.
Uh-oh.
As of right now, the score is Publishers Clearinghouse has called me 243 times today since 8 o'clock this morning. It's now 6 o'clock at night, so 10 hours worth.
243 times?
Yeah. And U.S. Cash Awards has called me 25 times.
What pheromones is Betty putting out to these guys that they love you that much that they keep calling? That is amazing.
Oh, I got to show you this. Okay, I don't know if you can see this or not. 241 calls, 25 calls, and there's 2 restricted calls, which were immediately after this. So that's 243 calls that he sent me. And I'm refusing to answer the phone because I'm not home.
Wow.
You're not allowed to go away.
It got to the point where I had to turn the ringer off on my cell phone. And he even tried sending me a text message, which he knows I don't have a cell phone.
Right. What did this text message say?
Well, if you take the word fire truck and you take out all the middle letters, you know what it's called.
Ow, what the hell was that?
This is the front door.
That's your front door?
No.
That was extremely loud.
I tried to shut this off. I couldn't. There it is.
Oh, I can't hear you now.
No, I muted the mic so it won't blow your eardrums out.
Oh, okay. All right, let's check and see who's here and see how everybody's doing. JJ's here, says, hi, Drew. Hello, all. Welcome, my friend. Sarah's in the house, says, hi, all. Happy Saturday and happy belated 4th of July to you as well. BB's here. BB says, hey to everybody. Next instead says, so the final expense guys are asking to verify social much faster these days. Oh, boy. I haven't had one ask me for that in a while, but then again, I'm still on the whole mother joke just to see how they react. I have too much fun asking them about that, and where I tell them their mother.
Personal deliveries?
Yes, personal deliveries. Yes, I had one the other day. I got to check and see if I have the recording still. Where I told him, I said, your mom delivered it. She's a really good woman. He's like, oh, okay. He just kept going. It's like, oh, you guys you're pitiful. Jane is here. Jane says, hello, everyone. Welcome. Sarah says, how's everybody's week? So far, so good. Tim says, good evening, all, from hot and humid Henderson, Kentucky. Christine is in the house, says, hello, all. Next says, I still, for the life of me, do not understand why the car accident people say, oh, you are on the do not call list. Goodbye. We've talked about this before, in the fact that there are foreign call centers that do what they call outreaches, where they call people and try to find out if you need, assistance with your Medicare or your ACA, your health insurance, and then they try to get you in touch with a legitimate license agent. But a lot of times they just sit on the phone and listen to the call. But they know that if they transfer you to somebody and they determine that you're on the national do not call list, they get in trouble, or can get in trouble. But it doesn't stop them from calling.
And that's the stupid thing.
Yes, it is. It's a Costanza's in the house, says, the trolls are just mad because you scam baiters, you scam bait the easy way. They want high-tech hacking. Well, not everybody knows how to break into people's CTV systems or computer systems, We're very low-tech, guys. We're extremely low-tech. I mean, this is my weapon of choice, is my cell phone. I use it for these calls, and that's it. Not much more than that. Were you going to say something, Roger? You had that look on your face like, I got something, the tip of my tongue.
No. They just pissed me off. They call, oh, you're on the do not call list. And I go, why did you call me then?
Exactly.
You can't be that dumb. Well,
the
guy today was, I asked him, have you heard of grits? I said, they're delicious to eat, but they're not good for brains like yours.
That's good.
I guess he doesn't know what grits are, so it didn't matter.
Now, I only had
watching Vicky and Benji. She had a good PCH scammer on the phone, and for probably a good 30 minutes, and trying to convince him to get a real job. And she kept telling me it was a scammer, and calling him out, and he just kept going on and on and on. I mean,
wow,
he does a really good job.
Hold on a second. Avery just let me know he wasn't going to be able to come on tonight, so just my phone is not working properly. No worries.
Next Friday, Drew, if Avery's not doing anything, he could join my live stream too. I would love to have him. That would be cool. So you could forward that to him.
Okay, well, I'll let him know.
Yeah,
I did get one call today. I'm not sure how well this is going to come through, but Hello? All right, it was while I was at the store, and the funny part is I put it on speakerphone, and I was kind of telling my customers who were around me, be quiet, shh, quiet. Let's hear what they have to say. And the guy was so stupid that you actually heard another person get on the line and yell something. And I'm not sure exactly what she yelled, and I haven't listened to the recording yet, so I'm going to play it and see if you guys can hear this. Insurance department. Okay, how can I help you, Alex? Are you guys able to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep playing it. Oh, I missed what she said. She said something. She jumped on the line because I guess he couldn't handle the call and said something about my ass or something. But, oh well. See, that's what happens when we try to do things live. It sucks. All right. What I think what the Costanza is talking about is my favorite troll, Linda, aka Karen the troll. Actually, last week she posted on one of my videos, says I'm unsubscribing and I'm never going to come back again or whatever. And I thought, okay, good, great. Well, she started commenting again, and she's like, I can't get YouTube to stop giving me these notifications. And I'm like, what you need to realize is even if you hate watch a video, or you hate comment on a video, or you leave negative comments on a video, YouTube thinks you like the content and will push it to you.
Comments.
Even if yeah. So the more she comments, the more she's going to see my videos.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love that it drives her crazy. Or he. I don't know. You never know with these fake troll accounts, but I always imagine it's a lady, and I think she's got a thing for short, round guys. So if Glenn starts his own channel, she'll come after you. She'll like you. I know she will.
Just try and call me. I'll see if I'll answer.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Next says, will the fatiguers that do the PCH scams actually call back when you say you are going to the store to buy the money pack cards? Yeah, they call all the time, don't they? Don't they, Glenn?
Oh yeah.
If they think they've got you
cell phone to the store and keep them on the line, but
yeah,
gee, I don't have a cell phone and the cord isn't that long enough for my kitchen.
If they think they got you on the hook, they will call again and again and again. They will constantly. Glenn's a perfect example of that. Now that first one that you had that added over 100 recordings, do you still have them on the line, on the hook, or?
No, that was Mega Millions.
Right.
That was
Mega Millions.
200 recordings or something like. No, almost 200 recordings, and they're all out there on my Dropbox for you if you want to take a look at them. But I finally closed him out because he changed his phone number. He only had 2 phone numbers that I ever got, and one was from like Minnesota or something like that, and the other one was actually from Jamaica. But it's a toll call if you call Jamaica. So
right.
I called him and left him a few choice Jamaican insults, and after that, he wouldn't answer my phone, and I left him some voicemails. And then finally, when I called him yesterday, the number had been disconnected.
Right. Now, did you let him down easy? Like, let him know that you're just screwing with him and you're never ever going to give him any money, or does he still think there's a possibility?
Well, you'll have to check out the last few. I have.
I know there were 4 that say like Mega Millions, the end or the final or whatever.
Final, yeah.
Okay. Was there a lot of cursing involved?
Not really, but
really okay.
He did eventually call me a few names, so
okay.
I'm not surprised.
Now, did you reveal to him that you weren't actually Betty?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Look at that smile on his face. After all those times he called you sweetheart and dear and love and
my beloved.
My beloved. That's so creepy. So creepy. All right, let's see who else is in the house. Manuel, our good friend, is here. Says hello, everyone, and happy Saturday.
Hey, Manuel.
BB says prayers for the folks in Texas affected by the flooding. I honestly have not been watching the news. I'm really out of it in what's been going on. So
it's really bad.
Really bad. We're getting in. I think we're getting close. No, we're in hurricane season now. I know there was a storm that was coming up the Gulf, but it wasn't coming anywhere near us, so I kind of hadn't been paying attention to it.
What hurricane?
Hurricane?
Tropical
storm. That might have been what caused the flooding. To be honest with you,
we don't get those, but we do have. Right now, we're in the middle of it. Is monsoon season.
Right.
And
I hate to say it, but a lot of Floridians, if it's not directly coming at us, we don't pay very much attention. You know,
Yeah.
it's sad, but it's true. I mean, you know, monsoon season, huh? Yeah, it is.
Pretty heavy rains and flooding and stuff here. I mean, they did a lot of work over the years to improve the flood channels here.
Right.
As well as that's, I guess it's pretty far back. I didn't realize it. It's the 2003. Oh, God.
Wow.
22 years ago.
That seems like so long ago, but it was really
right
around the corner, you know?
And they did a lot of updates. One of our, probably heard of Flamingo Road.
Mm-mm.
It's where the Hotel Flamingo is on.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the large. It used to be a river. And
really,
the hospital I used to work at when I first came here, they told me, because 2 years before I came, it flooded all the way almost up into the entrance. That's how bad the road was. A 4-lane road all the way across, and it was like a torrent, wherever. And then somebody on my Las Vegas page that I'm part of on social media posted, "Don't forget the flood of like 72," and they showed. I forgot completely about it. Caesar's Palace was underwater, basically.
Oh, wow.
It was really bad. Hey, what is he showing there? I can't read it. It's blurry.
Can't read it.
Blurry.
Oh,
he's calling now?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You want to answer him and say you're in the bathroom?
No, I'm going to wait till tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Let's see who else is here. Catherine's here. Says, hello. I made it.
Welcome.
Last night.
We missed you. Thank you for communicating with me that what was going on. Thank you so much, Catherine. We really missed you yesterday.
You are allowed to get the proper amount of sleep. We will not penalize you for getting sleep. So Robert's in the house. Robert says hi there to all. JJ says hi to Mr. and Mrs. SWS. Manuel says, JJ, good evening.
Hello, JJ.
JJ says hi there to Glenn. Next says, I got way less calls yesterday. Yeah, I only got really one call, and that was while it was so funny. I was in the living room and we were sitting around talking, and one of the grandpas of the family was there, and we were talking about YouTube and hang gliding. He's into hang gliding, and all of a sudden my phone starts to ring, and I answer it, and it's a scammer, and he's like, "Is that a scammer?" I said, "Yeah, it is. Listen." We had a good time with that. Let's see who else is here. Nikki's in the house. Nikki says, hi, Drew, Mr. and Mrs. SWS, and hi, Glenn.
Hello.
BB says, I did not get any calls yesterday and none today. Yay. Well, very good. Like I only got the one call yesterday, and I literally only got one call today. So
I only got calls from the two Jamaican scammers today. I got no other calls. None.
They are desperate for some money. They are desperate, Glenn.
I got a couple of hang-ups, but I had one that was a doozy, and I posted that one already. Sometimes I go to my pharmacy in the Kroger where I go, and they're subscribers. It's kind of funny. And I took a call right there I said, okay, hold on. And I said, you want to see me get rid of them quickly? I pushed the button on the phone. It says, this call will be recorded. They hung up.
That's one way to do it.
Yep.
Next says, for the first time, I got the television remote street crapper to ask for my bank account info. Okay, they get to it eventually. Andy's in the house. Andy says, hello, everyone. Happy 4th of July. Absolutely. Let's see who else is here. Christina says the palmetto bugs will have dinner tonight.
That's South Carolina talk.
Oh, okay. Well, we got palmetto bugs too, but we tend to let them stay outside. They're not allowed inside to eat, so.
This is the time of year we have the cicadas coming out.
Oh yeah, cicadas. Yeah. Those things are loud. All right, let's see who else is here. Sorry, I'm having a hard time focusing my eyes this evening. I'm very tired. Oh, Vicky and Benji is here. Says, good evening, Drew, Glenn, and everyone. Welcome,
Vicky, Benji, welcome.
Absolutely.
Don't forget to give a little snuggle to Benji from all of us.
Oh, yeah. Bernie B's in the house. Says, hello, Drew, and all in the chat. Is he calling again?
Yeah.
He's never going to give up, man. He's never. It's great.
Maybe I'll wait till about 2:00 in the morning and call him and just leave him a voicemail.
You sent me his number. I'll call him right now, man. I don't care. I'll use my Google Voice.
Well, you could call him in the middle of the night and tell him you'd been in the hospital all day. You had an emergency and you were in the hospital. There's the first chance you got to get to your phone.
I got home finally. They released me. They cut off my whole left side. I'm all right now.
Well, since I've got this broken leg from my car accident where my car was totaled and I'm having trouble getting around the house, maybe I'll tell them I fell down and broke my hip, so I'm back in the hospital.
There you go. There you go.
I got a broken neck. I got a big pain in the neck every time your phone rings.
Nikki says, Glenn, does the PCH guy have an obsession with you? What's going on with him? He's a stalker. Yes, he's falling in love with Betty.
He is so desperate. I mean, you can just hear it in his voice. He started getting angry with me yesterday, when I put the address on the package that I'm going to send out. Okay, I got the address written down here. Here's the address, and it's addressed to PCH. And then the guy's saying, no, you can't put PCH on the package. Don't do that. Well, I scratched it off, and then he talked a little more, and he said, well, what's the address? Well, you told me to send it to PCH, so I put it back on the package. No, so I had to get another piece of paper, write the address down, and tape over the one that was already on the box.
Why does he not want it to say PCH? I mean, that's what they're calling about, right?
Yeah, I said, well, isn't this supposed to go to the PCH? Well, he's one of the managers there. And I said, well, I just wanted him to know that this needed to be taken to the PCH office, not just to him personally, No, you can't do that. Can't do that.
That's so weird. I wonder if was he wanting you to send it through the mail?
He wanted me to send it by United States Postal Service.
Okay.
I said, but they were closed on Friday because of the holiday.
Right, right.
What holiday?
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it was Gymnasium's birthday is what it was.
And then he says, but FedEx is open. They'll be open tomorrow, and you can send it then. Okay, I'll take it to FedEx. And I gave him my fake address in Aurora and my zip code, and he was so kind to look up the nearest FedEx office in Aurora and gave me the address for it.
Oh, wow, that's funny. So I wonder if the post office or FedEx and all, if they're trained to look out for anybody sending stuff to PCH.
Could
you
be.
know? I wonder if that's like a flag to them, that there might be something suspicious there.
Yeah,
I gotta send this money off to the PCH. Hope you can help me.
Why would anyone send anything to PCH?
Who knows?
They're supposed to send it to you.
You gotta pay to get your winnings. What are you talking about?
I do a little bit of research too. He wanted to know, how I got the money out. I said, well, I got it all out in 20s. He says, well, how big of a stack? How tall is it? And I quickly Googled it and found out that a stack of 20s would add up to about $2,000, is about maybe just a little bit more than an inch. So I told, well, it's just almost an inch, I think. It's about that big. So he knew exactly how thick it should be. But he wanted me to wrap the box on the outside with Christmas paper. I said, well, I don't think that FedEx will take it with Christmas wrapping on it. I said I could put the Christmas wrapping around the money and put it in the box and just wrap the box with plain white paper. And I had to keep going to the other side of the house to get sheets of paper from my typewriter.
You should just send him an empty box, just for the heck of it.
Yeah, it probably cost me like $5.
Well, yeah, there's that too.
Judy, it's not going to him; it's going to his money mule.
Right. You should put a hole in it and then send it. Make it look like something. What are you doing, Roger?
Oh, I'm just digging for stuff here. Looking all through my stuff.
Judy says. Judy says, hello, Drew and all. Sorry, Mr. and Mrs. SWS. I missed the guys last night. I was at a barbecue. Hope you all had a nice holiday.
Yeah, we figured. I wasn't too worried.
Hope you enjoyed it.
My brand new pizza paper.
Oh, very good. Very good.
So I got a nice one. Might have to go there for dinner. I like Marco's.
Vicky says, I respect Drew because he likes me. We don't have virtual machines, but we still waste their time. That is true.
I have nothing technological. I could barely use the computer. In fact, today it was so slow, I had to go in and purge everything out of it. I couldn't even open up a video. So I said, okay, time to go clear everything out.
Yeah, I have to do that every few weeks. You know what it is? You know what the indication that I've had my computer open too long is when I hit the recorder on my video recorder that records me talking, and then when I stop the recording, there's no file. The file's been corrupted because there's not enough room to save it. And it pisses me off when I do that. And it was a good call. You know, it's
I had a really good call that was going great. The video recorder stopped, said not enough room.
Oh, see, mine doesn't do that. It just corrupts the entire file.
Got the external 2 terabyte. I'm putting as soon as I post them, I put them on here.
Yep.
I took them off my computer. So it's just, that's about as technological as I get, Vicky.
But you have to remember, if you take a copy of the video from your computer and you move it to the external drive, you also delete it from yes.
I went through
and you have to clear the waste bed because it'll save it on your computer. I know.
Yep.
It will sit there. It's still there.
I do it at the end of the day. Every end of the day, I go in and clean everything up, throw everything in the trash after I've moved them. So,
yep, and it's the little things you got to do. Brian says, evening, folks. When I get a call, my new catchphrase is "Thank you for calling Scammer Payback." How may I direct your call? And they hang up. I think that's rude. That's the nerve. Let's see what else we got going on.
They hung up on me yesterday when they asked me, how old are you? I go, 69. When is your birthday? July 4th, 1956. Click. One guy called me an SOB. I said, what? So today I figured, you know what? I'll go back to the old roots. And it worked. I said, yep, born on 2/29/56. And they went on with it. The guy I did my typical feedback with the 2 house phones because the guy was just silent on there, wouldn't talk.
Right.
I told everybody, earbuds out, ready to go. Did it. I mean, a solid minute or so.
Oh, jeez.
He was there still. And I go, hey, what was all that noise? I couldn't hear you. He goes, it hurt my ears. He goes, yeah, it hurt mine too. I said, good.
But when they ask me how old am I tell them, I'm 69. How old are you? And then when they tell me their name is like Mark Davis or something like that,
right?
Can you spell that for me?
Doesn't he own the Raiders, Mark Davis?
I just picked a random name. But, you know, when they spell me the name, I repeat it back to them and I misspell the name that they just gave me, and it goes back and forth like they do with me.
Can you spell your first name? Yes, I can.
Yes, you can.
Well, I tell them my name is Betty, and Barry? No, it's Betty. Okay, Barry. No, it's Betty. Barry. Barry.
They call SWS ma'am all the time.
Hey, ma'am.
And he gets mad at them.
Don't call me ma'am.
Well, I always find it funny when I ask them who they're calling for, and they say Jennifer, and I'm like, do I sound like a Jennifer to you? I mean, really? Somebody argued with me. He said that Timothy was a lady voice, a lady name. And I'm like, what planet do you live on, you know?
Well, they were looking for Elias today from the PCH guy.
Oh, yeah?
Like, who? Elias? I don't know who that is. So I got his number. I'm going to call him back, say, yeah, hey, this is Elias. You're looking for me.
Yeah, this is Elias. Have I got any messages?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, Glenn, you bringing up some bad memories there. We were bad kids.
Yeah.
Michael says, I have a new record, 65 final expense. Let me reread that. I have a new record, 65 final expense calls on Friday. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, they're out in force.
Yeah, I'm expecting Monday. One of the things I'm having a good time with is Monday is usually a very busy day, but I get a variety.
Yeah,
It's not just the same thing over and over again. I'll get a final expense. I'll get an ACA. I'll get a Medicare. I'll get a personal loan. I get a nice variety, and that really makes me happy. You know, it's not just the same calls over and it's the same calls over and over again, but I get more than, the same 3.
It's been a stupid final expense, and I'm ready to just puke when they say I'm calling about final. Oh, man, really?
That's about 90% of mine too. Final
expense. Really?
I already have final expense insurance. Your mother came and brought it to me personally. She's a good woman. He's calling again.
Give me a really nice TV scammer. My TV scammer, please. Those are fun. I could string them along a while.
Well, my last 2 Amazon scammers, they'll eventually say, "What's your name?" And I'll tell them. The first time I said Carl, and they said, "Oh no, we're looking for Michael." And then he hung up. And then so the next time they called, I told them it was Michael, and they said, "Oh well, now we're looking for Jennifer." It's like, look, guys, make up your damn minds. Who do you want to talk to? I can be anybody.
What's your name? Puddin' and Tame. You ask me again, I'll tell you the same.
That's right. That's right.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Let's see who else is here. Dan. Dan's here. Says, "Sorry I'm late. The cows had me lip locked."
There you go.
I'm sure there's a story there.
No, I know exactly what he's talking about.
What's he talking about?
Well, I told the guy who's the scammer yesterday, I guess it was, and I'm going, "You're mumbling. What are you doing? French kissing a cow or something?" He stayed on the line with me. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
No matter how you insult them, some of them are just so dense, they just stay on.
Vicky and Benji say, Drew is getting too many trolls that are defending scammers. Well, I had that one. I never even checked to see what I put up a survey on whether or not people thought asking a female scammer what color underwear they were wearing, not panties or lingerie, but underwear, whether that was sexual harassment. Because I had a guy kept coming back at me saying, "You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. That's sexual harassment." I'm like, are we talking about the same thing? I'm talking about a scammer who will gladly steal every penny from your grandmother, say, "Thank you, ma'am," hang up and call another old lady on the phone.
Yep.
Are we talking about the same person, and you want me to stop because that's sexual harassment? Ha! That's the least of what I'd be willing to do to that scammer.
What is it?
Actually, maybe I should put it that way.
I wonder, what do we consider when you call them out in Hindi, all the degrading words? Then I wonder what he would think about that.
See, I don't actually.
Mother chod.
I don't ever use any of those because I still know how to pronounce them properly.
Mother chod.
But I get the MFer and the
Ben chod. You don't know. Where do you? We'll have to teach you. We'll get a big class for you to learn Hindi where you can talk to them. Very good, very good.
Well, I've had scammers call me the N-word before, and I'm like, okay, that's the most creative thing you can come up with, and sometimes that's it. That's as far as they can go.
Go in the archives on my channel way back and look up one that says "Warning," big caps, explicit language, and click on that video, and you'll hear how he called me out when he was so pissed at me because I wasted his time.
Yeah.
I had to put that one up. That was just too much fun. That was big warning.
Have you ever he's calling again. Have you ever noticed that they will go to the extreme with calling you names and cursing at you, even after you've only wasted their time, maybe 30 seconds?
Right.
It doesn't have to be a long time.
On the beach.
It's just as soon as they realize you're messing with them, they get so mad.
F you, mother effer, everything. Yeah.
And it doesn't take much. I've literally had somebody where say, "Hey, hello," and they'll say, "Sir, blah blah blah," and then they'll start cursing at me.
Well, geez.
Again, he calls me about it rings for about 30 seconds, and then it hangs up. Right. And about 30 seconds later, it'll ring again. And then he hangs up. 30 seconds later, he calls me again. I mean, this has been going on since 8 o'clock this morning.
Does he not understand?
Auto dialer.
Maybe, but that's a little extreme there, doing that so many calls.
Could be.
You should answer and say, "Hey, I'm on a live stream right now. I can't talk. Call me later."
Well, let's see how many he's done so far now.
Oh,
Brian says
252 calls.
252. Brian says, lately when the scumbags call, I say thank you for calling Scammer Payback. How may I direct your call? And they hang up. That's so rude. Shame.
Is that twice he sent that?
I think so. Actually, the last time he said it was a little slightly different. So,
okay.
That's why I kept going in case he was going to say something interesting. Or new, I should say. Sorry. Hey, some guy named Glenn's on here. Says, welcome to Vicky and Benchy. Jeez Louise.
Well, that was a while back.
Yeah, it was. How long ago was that? 8:12. Where are we at now? Oh, yeah, it was like 24 minutes ago. At least I'm not a half hour behind. Roger.
I know. Last night was a half an hour behind. What the heck did I get into?
Michael says, LOL, nope, 65. I'm just calling them benchodes right at the start, and then they hang up. All right, let's see who else is in here. Oh, Tattle's in the house. Oh, my gosh, I almost missed it. Got 0 scam calls on July 4th, Tattle. All right, well, I got one. I got one good one. So, Star Chaser's here. Star Chaser says, what's up, all? Welcome, my friend. Smidgen's here. This is what happens when I stop reading the chat. Everybody comes in. Says, hey, everyone, how's it going? It's going great, Smidgen. See, now you can answer the phone. Now you can answer the phone because if he realizes that you 50 times and then answer
Come on, Glenn, answer your phone.
It's restricted.
It's restricted.
Come on, Glenn. Answer it.
Answer my call.
Answer my call, Glenn.
So sad. So sad.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Next says, after about 20 minutes with Mega Millions, I just asked the guy if he can stick his head up his butt and see if it fits. Well,
you didn't ask him if he had a glass belly button?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you did that, they probably won't call you back. So, Star Chaser says a slice of apple pie is $2.50 in Jamaica, $2.75 in Aruba, and $3 in the Bahamas. Those are the pie rates for the Caribbean.
How does he know that?
Oh, probably made it up. It's okay. Wait a second. Next says, I can't believe in the Glenn calls, the guy was actually trying to scam $200 measly. Hey, sometimes they try to get as much as they can or as little as they can. Depends on how much money you have. They'll take it.
And it doesn't matter if you tell them that you took out all your money except for like $16 and you have to go buy groceries with that. And there's nothing left. They want me to go get a loan against the title on my car so I can pay them that money. So not only do I lose the money, I have to pay the loan back with money that I don't have.
And they don't care.
Bottom of the barrel.
They don't care that you're a little old lady living by herself on Social Security. That doesn't matter to them.
No.
Darlene says, we had a graduation party for my nephew. Well, congratulations to your nephew. Fantastic. All right, let's see what else is on. Oh, Jedi's here. Jedi says, hey, everyone. Hope the holiday's been good to everyone. I had a great day. I bought a collection of comics from a guy, about 5 boxes worth of comics, and I'm still going through them. So that's one of my favorite things to do. But I can't add anything to my inventory because my inventory drive is at the store. So I will do it tomorrow. I will play with it tomorrow. Tarkorf is here. Hey, Tarkorf, how's it going? Says hello, all. Welcome, welcome. Let's see who else is in here. Oh, sorry. I'm having a hard time focusing the eyes. Oh, I'm getting so old.
Oh, please. You haven't even started getting old.
BB says several people killed in the Texas flooding and several more missing, including girls from a camp. So sad. A camp, like a camping trip?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, a camp. Like camp, Camp Granada?
Mystic River Camp.
Okay. Oh,
Mystic
goodness.
River, that was a scary movie.
30 30-something people already known dead.
Sure, it wasn't Camp
And
Crystal Lake.
20-something
Crystal
missing.
Lake. Yeah, that's a different.
That's another
Mystic,
one. It wasn't
Mystic-
Camp Crystal Lake.
No,
Mystic
they-
River wasn't a scary movie. It was
No,
a
it was thriller.
intense. No,
Yeah, it was
not intense. It was thriller. It was a crime mystery.
Not like
but-
Michael Jackson Thriller. Not like that.
No. But I'm not a big fan of what's his name, the main guy, the guy that played
Jason.
No. The guy that was married to Madonna.
Oh, Sean Penn.
Sean Penn. I'm not a fan of Sean
right,
Penn, but oh my gosh, he was so good in Mystic River.
Yeah,
He was also
yeah.
really good. Do you remember the one where he played the mentally handicapped guy, I Am Sam?
Yes, I
Oh
love
my
that.
freaking A. What
Yeah.
a great movie.
I was
Oh.
really good.
I remember watching that movie with my wife, and Laura Dern is in it from
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Yep.
And there was a scene that was happening, and I'm yelling at the TV, Laura Dern, you better not be bad to him. Don't take advantage of him. It was just he did such a great performance. I don't like the man personally, but good God, you got to acknowledge when people are really
That
good
was
at their
really
job.
good.
So,
Wasn't he in Milk? About Harvey
yes,
Milk?
yes.
That was another. I mean,
Yep.
like I said, I watched it because we were watching at someone's house. But you know what? That was really he was very good at it.
He's a very good actor, and if you think,
yeah,
he was one of those actors who surprises you almost every time.
right.
I always find it funny when actors like that. I mean, his big thing at one point was he was anti-gun, very much anti-Second Amendment, and then he
Right.
made a movie where he was like a gunsmith and
I know.
killed a bunch of people, and it's like it's
Well-
all talk.
Back in the 70s, it was like Carol O'Connor, who
Yep.
is as left as you can get, played the most right-wing conservative Archie Bunker in the world. And, you can always do the opposites, I hear. I don't know anything about acting.
Yeah, me neither.
Those multiple
Oh,
characters
I know what.
that live in your head.
I think I remember now. I think I just remembered now what Julie was talking to her earlier. Said I like character he brought back. I didn't do Yuri for a long time. Yesterday or day before, I did Yuri, and I brought back
Excellent.
Yuri for a while. Maybe I have to do this to find Moose and Squirrel.
Yeah, because they're
Oh,
lost.
good to Natasha Fatal.
See, you guys and your voices just amazes the crap out of
What is
me.
bad enough?
Likewise.
What are you talking about there, laddie? I tried shoving a wiener in the warp drive, but I didn't do a bit of good, Captain. By the by, if you got a wee bit of mustard up on the bridge.
It's one of the reasons why when I tell them my name and they tell me they're calling for somebody else, I don't try to pretend to be that other person because I am so horribly bad at it.
Really?
So I've like, yeah, this is me, and they're like, I was just talking to you. It's the same guy, and I'm like, no, I'm different. Trust me.
I've had him call and talk to Dixon, and they ask for Betty. Just a minute, let me get her on the phone. Honey, the phone's for you. Okay, I'll be right there. And then she comes over and don't miss a beat.
Yeah, I can never get away with that. Oh well. All right, let me see. I'm scrolling through, seeing who else is here. Veronica's here. Hey, Veronica says it's nice to see you gentlemen on a Sunday or Saturday evening. Yes, it is. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you coming by. Let's see who else is here. Scrolling. Everybody saying hi. We have such a friendly group,
I don't know. Hope you could see that. I sent that to Glenn. A guy was wearing this shirt out at where we were having dinner the other night.
Dixon,
And
okay.
I said, it's Dixon flannel. I said, I got it. So I had to send it to Glenn. You got to order one of their shirts, Glenn.
Yeah.
And I just looked it up. It's a real company. It's a flannel company out of Flagstaff, Arizona. So, yeah, it's pretty funny. He told me that's pretty cool. I saw a shirt. I said, I know somebody named Dixon.
Flagstaff. That's right off of Route 66, right?
Up northern Arizona. Been there. My cousin lives in. Oh, I'm sorry. I misspoke. It's Tempe, Arizona. Sorry.
Tempe? Okay.
Yeah, a little further south.
Oh, I'm hearing the fireworks going off. People are out there blowing off fireworks right
Is
now.
it 4th of July again by you? Wow.
It usually
I think
goes
you guys are ahead of us, but is
weekend long. All
Is
weekend
it,
long.
is it
So,
4th of July 2026 now?
it's the 5th of July. It's the day after. It's when they wake up from their drunken stupor and realize they still have fireworks left over.
We forgot to go a couple of. I did a couple of fireworks last night, but I can't seem to find them.
No, tonight's when they set off the 70% off fireworks that they just bought from the store. I
meat packing plant.
I drove by one of the places, the tent places. They had the sign up 70% off. People are going to jump at that.
Yeah.
They're going to set it off tonight, and they'll set it off tomorrow night too.
But you guys get the skyrockets, the big stuff and everything. We can't have them here. And they do them anyway, but we're not supposed to.
Well, I thought it was funny. I meant to mention this to you guys yesterday on our way home. It was about a little after 7. So it was about 7:15. And we have a fire station literally like half a mile away from where we live. They were booking it out to head into the main road as we were going by. And I'm like, somebody started a fire somewhere. They are probably extremely busy on the 4th of July.
There were multiple houses blown up in California. And
well, that's just California. I mean, come on.
In LA, where fireworks are completely outlawed, not allowed of any kind. And then really sad, in Northern California, there was an explosion that took out the main warehouse where all the fireworks were stored for the city of San Jose.
Oh, wow.
And few people were killed. The mayor canceled any other fireworks shows, but he was able to scramble and put together a drone show for the city.
You mentioned that last night.
Yeah. So that was really cool for everybody. I didn't get to see, but I got to say, after everything last night, we came back in and watched our neighbors start the little field on fire next to us. And we came back in, and I got to say, we put on the Capitol fire celebration, 4th of July. It was really good. I forgot the gal who sang the national anthem, but she was just spot on. And then toward the end of the show, she came back on and sang God Bless America. And it was an awesome sight to be there. And they brought some people called the Beach Boy at the end.
There's not very many of them left.
It was Mike Love.
Okay.
The Beach Boy.
I think from the originals, that's all that's left, right?
Yeah.
Because I know Brian Wilson just passed recently.
Just a month or so ago.
Yep.
So, yeah, they brought him on. And the Temptations were on. It's like, okay, it's time to get in the Hall of Fame. Put it up. Have the nice records that you made years ago. It's enough.
I don't think either of those two groups are making new music, are they?
No.
They could barely make the old stuff. It's sad. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Somebody else is. Roger's here. Roger chimed in and
Hi.
said, hello, all. I hope everyone on the live stream prepares for this by first and foremost getting out the clean sheet of paper.
I just showed off my piece of paper.
Yep, got a piece of paper.
I got my piece of paper.
I have
sheet with SHI.
Well,
and the guy and the Beggar Millions guy. Did you get a writing pen yet? And I'm going, what other kind of pens do you have?
I don't use a pen. I use a pan.
Yeah.
See, I don't have paper next to me. I have backboards for comic books, and when they get old and you can't use them, I can write on them.
Yeah.
I have a whole stack right here that I can sketch on or write notes on. No, they're not. But when they get bent up, like I don't like if a board has like if you drop the comic and it dings the corner, I don't like that. I like fresh new boards. So,
oh, that's a good piece of paper then to use.
it's a good piece of paper. Well, some of the collection I bought today, I was taking them out of the bags and boards because some of the bags were extremely old and they were back before they made the acid-free bags, so they tend to yellow.
Yeah.
Some of the boards, the back of the comics imprinted onto the back of the boards because the boards just sucks up the color from the comics. It's kind of gross, but it's what happens when they're in old bags and boards. People didn't realize back in the 80s when they were protecting your comics with bags and boards that they were using the worst material ever.
Yeah, especially if you get plastic that has LSD in it. That's not good.
There's a lot of acid involved. Oh yeah, there's a lot of acid.
Wow, not on the sugar cubes though.
No, and it whenever if you've ever held an old comic and it has the pages have tinted yellow and you smell it and you go, you can get high off of it. It's so corroded.
Well, it's like on a mimeograph.
Yeah.
We used to go, hey, who wants to do the copying? We go, yeah, I want to go. I'll go make cranking that crank over there, and you're in a little enclosed room. They put the young kids in the enclosed room making mimeographs, and we're all getting high as hell. I'm like, wow, this is cool.
If only they knew what we were up to back in the day, right?
That's the Catholic schools for you.
Smidgen says, I don't get calls like I used to. Drop the landline and adios to the scammer calls.
Oh,
all right. Well, that's one way to get rid of them.
Oh,
Vicky and Benji says Jamaican sweepstakes scammers are desperate for mules. They are going from bank account. They are going for the bank accounts immediately. Well, they get desperate. They want your money one way or another. I thought it was funny. One of the videos that I released that was a Glenn one. It was a PCH scammer, and he had given him the fake scratch card number, and at one point he said that it wasn't working. He was trying to deposit it. And he said, instead of saying deposit, he said, I'm trying to deposit. I'm trying to activate it, or I'm trying to, whatever the verbiage was. But it became clear he was trying to take the money off of that card and deposit it. Sneaky guy was verifying or something. We're trying to verify it by depositing it.
Just entering it in the system.
Yep. Glass Bottle says, I got a diabetes scam call late last night and told her, why are you scamming on the American holiday? Because they need the money. He's calling again. Goodness gracious. Now, you cannot answer it now. After 250 calls, you cannot answer it. Wow.
I'll call him at 3 o'clock this morning.
All right, you do that.
And then just hang up after. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll get my Google Voice number and I'll just call him with that. That way he does know who it is.
That's funny. And tell him you're calling from the hospital.
I got to play.
He picks up the phone after he wakes up and then hang up on him so he doesn't even know who it is.
What were you saying, Roger?
I got a voicemail. I got to play for you guys. I had gone down to our front gate and trying to do some repairs, and they let me get this. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Phone number 954-751-2699. Received today at 1:40 p.m.
Hi, dear Mr. As soon as you got this message, Monday morning it's your delivery day. Sorry for the inconvenience and so forth. What we're doing right now, we're getting everything completed with the FTC so we could have your delivery off to you at Monday, 3 o'clock. Call me at this number, 954-751-2699.
Call it.
Thank you. It is a Chris Benjamin, the assigned agent to assign to your package for Monday. Thank you.
I heard a chicken in the background.
Press 1.
Wow.
It definitely sounded like a chicken.
I have to call him back soon.
Did the chicken have an accent too?
I think so. You know what? The scammers, Jamaicans, you got to ask them, did you have too much ganja today?
Vicky and Benji says the sweepstakes scammers don't care what happens to you. They could tell them you almost died and they would say, wonderful, you can go and get a claimer's card now. Can you drive?
Glenn did that.
She says, you are doing a great job playing them, Glenn. Good job. Good job. He does a fantastic job.
Still working on it. I got 3 on the hook right now.
Nikki says, I've read some UPS employees have caught some packages being sent that seem suspicious, as in scamming. They stopped the package from being mailed and called the police. I swear, if you put PCH on it, they probably, red flags go up somewhere.
Yeah.
You know? Let's see. I'm just going through, seeing if anybody. Oh, Maria Paz cousin says, SWS, you should tell them your birthday is the 21st night of September. LOL. 21st night of September?
21st night.
Okay.
I don't know.
That seems like it.
Night in September. I'd say the 31st night.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's only 30 days in September, so I think 31st is what she might have had.
Exactly.
Nikki says, very sorry I misspelled your name. You are correct. The scammers could care less about you. All they want is your hard-earned dollars. That is right. That's all they go for. Let's see who else is here. Vicky says, I've had a lot of male sweepstakes scammers calling me using a voice changer, a.k.a. holding their nose pretending to be a woman. It's mocking the hell out of them because they sound so stupid. One of the things I love doing with scammers, and you guys may have realized that now by watching some of my videos, is I like to ask questions. And I like to do that because the more they talk about what it is they're calling you about, the more every bit of logic completely and utterly unravels. Especially like when you're dealing with the Amazon scammers or somebody who's claiming that there's unusual activity on your account or there's charges being made on your account. Just asking them question totally tears apart their entire story. And it's always fun to do that. I have found, I don't know about you guys, I have found lately the more questions you ask, the quicker they hang up on you. But I got to do it. You know, you can't just roll over and let them, get to the point where and all of a sudden now they want your credit card information or your bank account information. It's like, wait a minute. Answer some questions first.
Wait a minute, Drew.
Yes.
If the point is to keep them on the line so they're not calling other susceptible seniors, then doing things that make them hang up doesn't make sense to me.
That's true. But asking them questions is a way to keep them on the line longer, too. So it's kind of a catch-22, you know?
Yep. You just said you ask them questions and they hang up.
Well, lately they've been doing that more and more. So,
well, I mean, the one I don't understand, why does a final expense scammer have to ask you about your checking or savings account so you can get a discount?
Right.
Your favorite color.
So that's just because that's one of your passwords or one of your questions they ask when they have the security questions.
Right.
What's your color? Well, I think Glenn and I both use fuchsia just because I can't spell it. And the problem is I've never called any company that asks if I have an active checking or savings account so I can get a discount.
Right.
And it's like, come on.
One of the other reasons why they tell you about the whole what's your favorite color, they tell you it's for security. It's for your security, and that makes people more calmer, more at ease with the questions that are being asked because they think, well, there's a level of security that's being established here. And the truth of the matter is, it means absolutely nothing.
Oh, you sound so young. It's like, yeah, right. Well, I answer the phone. I go, hello. They go, hi, ma'am. I go, yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, I've answered the phone. Glenn, we can't hear a word you're saying. You're muted.
Oops.
Were you saying anything that I was going to say important, but truthfully. Oh, okay.
But I got tired of using the fuchsia because they couldn't spell it. They couldn't understand it. So I pulled a color out of my crayon box, periwinkle.
Periwinkle is a good one. Yep.
Oh, nice.
One of my characters in my book is we find out in the is it the first volume or the oh it's the first volume that his name is Periwinkle. And
How about Teal?
well, no, in the book, everybody he's known by the name Pudge, and he's a bird. And at some point, they run into a relative of his, and the relative says Periwinkle Pudge, and my main character hero is like, I've never heard your name before. I didn't know your name was Periwinkle. And the joke was that he's named Periwinkle because that's his mother's favorite color, and she was his favorite. So he's named Periwinkle Pudge.
Glenn will know the reference when you tell him it's henna color. Now, do you remember the episode Pip Boys Cleaners with Shemp? And he goes, she comes in, she wanted to, I wanted to, do you dye? He goes, no, that's his natural expression. He says, I would like, what color do you want? He goes, henna. You mean henna color at all? He goes, no, henna color, sort of a brown reddish. I never ate a brown radish before. But henna is like the tattoos.
Right.
And it is a brown reddish color. I've told them that before, henna. And they're going, how do you spell that? I said, I don't know. It's just henna.
It's kind of like,
I just love it.
About a henway. Well, what's a henway?
What's a henway?
About 3 pounds.
What's a henway?
I said I wanted to be buried in a Greek urn. The guy, what's a Greek urn? I says, minimum wage.
About 3 drachmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are so bad. Bad dad jokes right there.
And aye uje igpe attenlay on je amerskees. They own like a.
Bosutli atelier.
Ude igpe attenlay udre.
See, I took actual Latin in high school.
Oh no, that's too hard. I had to take it to
I know.
Stupid altar boys. We had to learn Latin for the Monsignor who insisted on doing the Mass in Latin even after Vatican II. And I was the dumb one who learned it and had to stick with him. He was mean. That's the kind of abuse we had.
Here, there's a picture right there.
There he is,
my character hero and his best buddy, Periwinkle Pudge.
What color is he?
He's kind of a blue.
Kind of a periwinkle color.
You know what's so funny is Avery actually did the color for this. And
cool.
He asked me originally, he said, what color are the characters? Because I do everything in black and white. And I said, well, Hero is animal colors and Pudge is bird colors. He's like, okay. He's the one that actually colored in blue.
And you flipped him with a bird.
Yeah. I had no idea what color he was when he asked. So whatever color.
Pantone chart.
Yep. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. The noises outside are getting louder and louder, so it's time to go make sure all the cats are safe and the dog's good. But Maria Paz says Drew took Latin in high school. I'm so jealous. No, it was a waste of 3 years. It was not good at all. I didn't learn a damn thing.
Yeah.
The only one thing I remembered from it is something I can't say because it's not very nice.
Oh, Dominus Vobiscum.
No, it's worse than that. All right, guys.
Dominus Vobiscum. Fabisco Benny is selling all these dominoes.
E pluribus unum.
Everybody, I hope you all have a very safe and happy weekend. Everybody be safe. There's still crazies out there on the road, so be careful. Once again, check out Screwing with Scammers, the YouTube channel. It's fun. And he does live streams Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And check out his merch store.
Oh, that came on the merch store. One of my subscribers, Julie, sent this over just to say thank you. So that was really cool of her.
It's very
pretty. I love it. This is a nice pillow.
And you guys will probably be seeing more of Glenn very soon. Well, maybe not seeing him, but hearing from him because he sent me so many audio recorded. Yeah, please keep it on. But I keep wanting to do more of the AI images to go along with his audio. So you might see some, because I don't know if you guys saw the AI generated Betty image. I threw the picture that I drew into an AI generator and said, do this as a Pixar character. And it did a great version of her. So All right, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Be safe next week, and we will see you again. Remember, if you get calls like the ones we get, either hang up on them or screw with them like we do. And if you do screw with them, try to record it. That way you can share it with other people. Remember the golden rule that we all live by: screw and share. All right, everybody.
Patronize Vicky and Benji.
Yep.
And Cathra. They
Cathra as well. That's right.
Hilarious videos up.
Good stuff, guys. We love what we do, and it's a lot of fun. So, and you guys, just so you all know, it's very easy when you get these scam calls. Screw with them, mess with them, waste their time.
As long as you can.
That's right. That's right. All right, everybody.